Going back to work, but yes, yes. You really didn't give me nothing to look forward to.
Chair here and then the vice.
All right,
I know.
okay. All right, it is actually 6:05. I'd like to open up our city council meeting for Monday, August 17th, 2026. I ask that we please stand for the pledge of allegiance and remain standing for the invocation. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us prepare ourselves as you see fit. Most gracious and Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you this day to say thank you, Father God. We thank you for bringing us together today at this city council meeting, Lord. We thank you for watching over us each and every moment of our lives, oh Father God. We cannot do this without you, oh Father God. Lord, we just thank you for allowing us to meet. We ask that you continue to make sure that the city of North Chicago, as a city council and as a group, do things decent and in order and to uplift you, oh Father God. This is my prayer in your darling son Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen. Amen. All right, roll call.
Alderman Jackson,
Present.
Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans, Alderman Allen,
Here.
Alderman Ray,
Here.
Alderman Murphy, Alderman Brooks.
Here.
All right, Alderman Evans did call and said he is gonna be out today. He has a medical procedure he's doing. And Alderman Murphy is requesting that she be coming via Zoom because of also medical. Could I have a motion for Alderman Murphy to join us via Zoom?
So moved.
It's been moved by Alderman Brooks, second by Alderman Jackson, that Alderman Murphy be allowed to come in via Zoom. Are there any questions? Roll call.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
Aye.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Motion carried. Alderman Murphy, you are now allowed to come in through Zoom.
Thank you.
Okay, recognitions and honors. We have two: a proclamation for International Day of Peace and a resolution honoring the city, honoring North Chicago Community High School class of 1976. 50 years.
Yes.
All right. Could we, the International Day of Peace, could we read both? And so we can then pass them.
Okay.
Unless, is anyone here for the International Day of Peace? Okay, I know. And the resolution, Ms. Jackson, I see you back there. Yes. Yay, Warhawks. We'll read both of them and then have them passed.
Day of Peace.
International Day of Peace.
Proclamation, International Day of Peace. Bring peace to our streets, walk for peace. Whereas the International Day of Peace is observed annually on September 21st, as established by the United Nations, and promote peace among all nations and people through a global commitment to nonviolence, ceasefire, and the peaceful resolution of conflict. And whereas the 2026 International Day of Peace theme, Invest in Peace for Everyone, Everywhere, Every Day, reminds us that peace is not simply the absence of violence, but the presence of opportunity, justice, compassion, dignity, collaboration, and hope within every community. And whereas every resident deserves to live, learn, work, worship, and play in neighborhoods that are safe, welcoming, and free from violence. And whereas gun violence continues to impact individuals, families, and neighborhoods throughout Lake County, Illinois, with communities such as Waukegan, North Chicago, and Zion experiencing a disproportionate share of its effects, while local organizations, community leaders, public safety agencies, educators, healthcare professionals, faith communities, businesses, and residents continue working together to build safer and healthier communities. And whereas meaningful and lasting change requires collective action, prevention, mentorship, education, investment in youth, community engagement, trauma-informed support, and opportunities that strengthen families and neighborhoods. And whereas the Bring Peace to Our Streets Walk for Peace serves as a visible demonstration of our community's commitment to unity, healing, resilience, and the global observance of a 24-hour period of nonviolence and ceasefire. And whereas this observance encourages residents of all ages, organizations, schools, faith communities, businesses, elected officials, and community partners to stand together in promoting peace, reducing violence, supporting those impacted by violence, and inspiring future generations to become leaders of positive change. And whereas true peace begins with each individual and grows stronger when entire communities choose to work together with respect, compassion, and a shared commitment to one another. Now, therefore, I, Leon Rockingham Jr., and City Council of the City of North Chicago, Illinois, do hereby proclaim September 21st, 2026 as International Day of Peace, bring peace to our streets, walk for peace throughout the City of North Chicago, and encourage all residents, businesses, schools, community organizations, healthcare providers, faith-based organizations, neighborhood groups, and public agencies to participate in activities that promote peace, support a 24-hour period of nonviolence and ceasefire, strengthen community partnerships, and reaffirm our collective commitment to building safer, healthier, and more united communities. Let this day serve as a reminder that peace is everyone's responsibility. By investing in peace today, we invest in a brighter future for everyone, everywhere, every day.
All right. There is a motion and a second for the resolution for the International Day of Peace.
There hasn't been a motion yet.
Oh, it wasn't? I'm sorry. So if it hasn't been a motion yet, I'd like to amend this a little bit, where it says communities such as Waukegan, North Chicago, Zion. I would like to forward to these Waukegan, North Chicago, Mundelein, Round Lake, and Zion. If I could have that changed. All right.
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Ray, that the proclamation be passed as presented with the necessary changes. Are there any questions? Roll call.
Okay. Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
Aye.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next one, resolution honoring the North Chicago Community High School class of 1976. Could we have that read also?
Resolution honoring the North Chicago Community High School class of 1976. Whereas the City of North Chicago proudly recognizes the North Chicago Community High School class of 1976 as its members gather to celebrate the extraordinary milestone of their 50th class reunion. And whereas the class of 1976 graduated during a historic year in our nation as the United States celebrated its bicentennial 200 years of American independence, with communities across the country commemorating our history under the colors of red, white, and blue. And whereas 1976 was a memorable time in American culture when bell bottoms, platform shoes, afros, disco music, soul music, and unforgettable songs filled the airways while a gallon of gas cost well under $1.
Yes.
And young people look toward the future with optimism and determination. And whereas the North Chicago Community High School of 1976 came of age in a unique and diverse community deeply connected to Naval Station Great Lakes. And many members of the class were sons and daughters of United States Navy personnel whose military service brought their families to North Chicago from communities throughout the nation and around the world. And whereas this special connection to the Navy enriched the North Chicago schools and community, bringing together students from different backgrounds, cultures, regions, and experiences, and creating friendships that have endured despite the miles and decades that followed graduation. And whereas as proud Warhawks, the members of the class of 1976 shared classrooms, hallways, athletic events, dances, school activities, friendships, challenges, victories, and experiences that helped prepare them for many paths they would travel throughout their lives. And whereas during the 5 decades since receiving their diplomas, members of the class of 1976 have become parents, grandparents, professionals, entrepreneurs, educators, public servants, members of the armed forces, community leaders, people of faith, mentors, volunteers, and advocates, contributing their talents and service to North Chicago and communities throughout the nation. And under the leadership of class president Cynthia Alexander Jackson, the class of 1976 has maintained the bounds of friendship and fellowship that began during their years at North Chicago Community High School, and now returns to celebrate the people, places, memories, and experiences that shaped their lives. And whereas the 50th class reunion represents far more than the passage of time, it is an opportunity to celebrate lifelong friendships, remember classmates who are no longer with us, honor teachers and families who helped guide the class, and give thanks for the blessings of gathering together once again. And whereas the city of North Chicago takes special pride in welcoming home the members of the class of 1976 and recognizing their enduring connection to the community where so many of their stories began. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Leon Rockingham Jr., Mayor of the City of North Chicago, on behalf of the City Council and the residents of North Chicago, do hereby congratulate and honor the North Chicago Community High School class of 1976 on the joyous occasion of its 50th class reunion and extend our warmest wishes for a memorable celebration filled with laughter, fellowship, reflection, and cherished memories.
Once a Warhawk, always a Warhawk. All right, you heard the resolution. Can I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Brooks, that the resolution honoring the North Chicago Community High School class of 1976 be passed as presented. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Ray.
Aye.
Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Alderman Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, omnibus vote agenda.
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Allen.
make a motion to approve the omnibus vote agenda 6-1 to 6-3 as presented.
There's a second.
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Brooks, that the omnibus vote agenda be passed as presented. Are there any questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Public comments.
Leslie Torres. Can you press, sorry, excuse me, can you press the button? Thank you.
Can you hear me now? There we
Yes.
go. Thank you for the moment. So what I wanted to bring to the committee's attention is, North Chicago has many, many ordinances. And not following a lot of those ordinances could generate serious revenue for the city. Two actually that are near and dear to my heart are public city parking, right? So street parking. Right now in front of my house, there are 7 slots available for parking. One house alone across the street from me has 7 vehicles. Guess how many are parked on the street between the hours of 2 to 6? Sometimes they're there from 10 o'clock all the way to 10 o'clock the next day. So I, of course, have no parking available in front of my home. So I can't do any of my unloading of my groceries or anything of such. These people have alley parking. They have parking in the back. So do we, but they don't use it. So what should we do? I mean, the city, if they were ticketing all these people, they would be making a lot of money. So one thing that I had mentioned to my alderman is, why can't we hire someone part-time that would only be working between the hours of 2 and 6 to go out and ticket all of these vehicles, right? Then people would either have to start paying or they would have to move their vehicles. So right now, that's number 1. Number 2 is the snow parking, right? Anything 2 inches or more, you're not supposed to be able to park on the street. Guess how many times my street was plowed last year in front of my house? 0. 0 times. I had to go out there with my snow blower and do my own snow removal. Why? Because all those cars were on the street and it was over 2 inches, but nobody gets ticketed. Everybody does it again and again and again because there are no consequences. The other thing is, and these are things that once you allow them to start happening and continue, that's the beginning of the deterioration of your neighborhood, right? Cars parked on the grass, okay? You cannot park a vehicle on your grass, even if it is your own yard, right? But people do it. And all of a sudden your yard, your neighbor's yard, all starts looking like a junkyard, right? But nobody gets ticketed. Again, all of these tickets generate revenue for the city. So why are we not incorporating enforcing these ordinances? That's my time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sure, Chief of Staff.
You'll be happy to hear. Mayor, I met with the police chief and the deputy chief, as well as human resources last week. The staff will be bringing before city council an amendment to the CSO on September 8th, authorizing the hiring of a parking enforcement officer who will be working from 2 to 6 a.m. We've already got the job description lined up. That comes from not only the citizens who've spoke, but also what the alderman had as a concern. So we're working on that, and that'll be before council on the 8th.
Very good. Ms. Torres, I did like that idea when you said that, so I see staff must have liked it also.
Great.
See how quick we move? I'm sorry. All right, next.
Commissioner Carmisia Hawthorne.
Good evening, Mayor Rockingham and all our wonderful aldermen and our city council. Definitely a good evening today. I bring good tidings. I am Commissioner Carmisia Hawthorne from Falls Park District, and I bring good tidings to you guys. We want to thank everyone that came out for our movies in the park. The movie Michael was definitely a hit. Our children loved the popcorn and the dance moves, so it was definitely a fun night. Moving right along, we have Threads and Things, Stitch, Create, and Connect at Falls Park. Our 2 dates up in August is the 19th and the 20th. Please call the district for more information on the times, which they'll be starting at 11 o'clock, and we have other times as well. Coming up, we know that school is in and the children are going back to school. So we want to encourage those for open gym basketball, youth 6th grade through 8th grade to come out every Tuesday from 6:30 PM to 8 o'clock PM for free basketball. We're trying to get the kids back in the building to have a little fun and get up their skills in the building. Moving right along, we have the Eagles Martial Arts System. We're encouraging every one of you, even though martial arts seem like it's a really exercise that you may not be able to think you can move, it is definitely worth your time. The cost of this actual activity is $40, and we were encouraging our constituents to come out and just try it, give it a try and see what you learn. And that is held every Thursday and every Saturday. Please call the district to sign up. Last but not least, we have Inflator Splash Fest coming up, guys. It's going to join us for a day packed with excitement, laughter, and unforgettable fun for all ages. This event will be conducted on August 22nd, 2026 at Falls Park District, starting at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And this concludes our announcements from Falls Parks. Just want to encourage everyone, if you would like to come out to our meetings, it's every third Wednesday, starting at 6 o'clock. Thank you so much, guys, and y'all have a wonderful evening.
Can I ask you to turn that mic off? You guys?
But thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, moving into our regular agenda, 8-1. Approval of the ordinance amending City Code 5-15 and 5-3 regarding short-term rentals.
I so moved, Mayor, that we move 8-1 as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Ray, that 8-1 be passed as presented. Are there questions on it?
I may have one, but he might answer, so I'll let him speak first.
Okay.
The only thing I had asked that this be moved to the regular agenda versus the omnibus because there were discussions on the age when we had the last council meeting. In doing further research and in discussions with the base commander at the Navy base, Airbnb recommends a 21 to 25 age, though they will allow 18, but that's their recommendation. Some of those I cited in the memo that I sent to the council members last week. And then the base commander, when we have ordinances that are going to impact the military base, we want to keep the dialogue going just in case they have any input or, give them a sense of where we're going. They also said that, in fact, the captain's comment was, please make it 21. He said in Norfolk, they turned around and did 21. In some areas 25, and they also required cameras be placed on the outside of the residence. So, however the council wants to go, but I just wanted to make sure you had that information.
And right now it's set for 21 and
It's set for 18, Mayor.
or 18. Do we want to change it to 21?
I say, yeah.
What is the pulse of the council?
I thought we looked at it last week, we talked about it was 18, wasn't it? By law, that was law, right?
Last week, well, last council meeting, we did say 18, and then Greg brought this up, so. I'm not
Let's
sure.
put it back in committee and look at it, and then we can, I know some other people have some issues about the Airbnb.
Well, the issues that I hear about Airbnb is because of the fact that they have to pay a certain fee
Right.
for Airbnb, which is about $50
Right.
Per year.
per year. And if they can't afford $50 for their units, then maybe they shouldn't be doing Airbnbs. I mean, that's just like a landlord license, I mean, they should have, be able to pay a landlord license and if they're doing Airbnb, which again, that also brings in revenue for the
Hotel motel tax.
Hotel motel taxes. I mean, if that's the business that they're getting into, then they should be able to handle the fees that come with it. I don't think that removing that should be something that the city should be obligated to do. That's just my opinion on regarding moving forward. I really think that again, my personal opinion is 21. I wouldn't mind going to 25 because issues that come up when those that are 18 that may not have been as, I know questionable, responsible enough, and we have concerns. If they start bringing in 18 to be an Airbnb, I see that our police are gonna get more involved. I just, I just don't wanna see where we have started having issues, especially if the Navy is asking us to express, and they're the ones that are bringing in recruits that are 18. And if they feel that 21 is more of a responsible age, that is something we should be listening to also. So I don't know if it needs to go back in committee. I would just say put it back to 21, or if you guys want 18, leave it at 18. But I think 21 would be more responsible for this city of North Chicago in response to that. So is there anyone else that wish to speak?
Mr. Mayor?
Alderman Murphy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Murphy first. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, then Alderman Murphy. I'll let Alderman Brooks and then Alderman Murphy.
I'm not opposed to 21. I really do believe that if they really want to end up renting it out, that still find somebody who's 18 and rent it for them, then that's their responsibility at that point. The Navy recommends us and asks us to do 21. I'm okay with that. Now, the cameras, I think that's at the discretion of the owner of the Airbnb.
I just offered that he said that they did that in Norfolk. I
Yeah.
wasn't suggesting we needed to
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, just still, I think that's to their discretion. We shouldn't force them to put cameras up. But like I said, I'm okay with 21. They're gonna find a way around it. And that's just them being responsible or irresponsible at that point, but just calling a spade a spade. But that's how I feel about it. I think 21 is okay, especially if the Navy is recommending it or asking us to do it.
Anyone else? Alderman Ray.
I actually piggyback on what Alderman Brooks said, because originally, if y'all remember, I said 25, but nobody agreed with that, and that's fine, because everybody has their own opinion, but I'm not in disagreement with 21 at all.
Okay. Alderman Murphy, I apologize. Go right ahead.
No problem. Yeah, I actually want to echo Alderman Ray and Alderman Brooks's sentiments about 21. My feeling is whenever you have rules or laws or ordinances, if someone is intent on breaking them, they will find a way to do that. That shouldn't be a reason for us not to have them, and that shouldn't be a reason for us not to enforce them to the very best of our ability. Otherwise, why would we bother with any laws or any ordinances or any regulations at all? I think 21 is a better choice. I thought so before. And the fact that the Navy expressed a preference, and I realize they're not the decision-making body here, we are, but the fact that they expressed a preference lets me know that the likelihood is they've maybe seen enough or had enough experiences, maybe obviously in other municipalities, other states, whatever, to come to that conclusion. And I don't think it's an unreasonable burden. Also, to echo what the mayor said, if someone is going to run a business, which to me, renting out a property as an Airbnb is running a business, then a modest annual fee to do that, including paying all applicable taxes, is not too much of a burden to place on the owner. And again, as the mayor said, if somebody can't afford that, then maybe they shouldn't be running that business and they should be doing something else. So I'm in agreement with obviously keeping fees, which I don't think was necessarily on the table for a change, but changing the age minimum to 21. Thank you.
Alderman Ray.
And one more thing, I don't agree with the cameras. I do not agree that they should have to put cameras
Yeah.
out there.
That cameras are not.
Yeah,
something.
that's a little much.
But a lot of people have Ring cameras anyway. so
Yes.
It doesn't.
Mhm.
matter.
The neighbor probably got one, so.
Yeah,
they
right.
don't
If they
need
don't,
it.
the neighbors does. So, are there any other questions in regards to this?
Just leave it.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Attorney?
Yeah, is there a motion on the floor? I just wanna,
Yes.
okay,
To approve
was
it
it
as
second,
it
was
is,
it second?
yes.
Okay.
You're
You're
gonna
gonna,
have to be
So
amended.
it
you'll
has to
have
be
to,
amended.
well, yeah, so what I was gonna say is withdraw that, and then someone needs to make a motion to amend section 5-14-3 prohibited conduct subsection L to change the age of allowable renter to 21.
I take away my amendment away from that.
So you'll withdraw your
I
motion?
withdraw my amendment, then we'll go back to the amendment of city code 5-15, 5-3 that we just, put back
Amended
at
to 21. Okay, so there's a motion to amend the ordinance to change the age to 21.
Second. And he amended his, I mean,
Well, he just, if the main motion maker withdraws
Yeah.
the second.
okay, but he also made the motion again to make the change, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we need a second.
And
Okay.
yes, so, Alderman Brooks made the second.
You're gonna
So-
need a motion to approve the ordinance as amended after this one, just so you know.
What'd you say?
You're gonna make another motion to amend the ordinance as just amended. So.
Okay.
Just
So
trust
make
me on
it-
this.
Okay, so Alderman.
Make a motion,
The motion has been made to amend.
Right.
21, you second.
right?
That's a motion that needs to be voted on now.
Gotcha. Okay, is there any other questions regarding the motion that's on the floor now?
No.
No, okay.
Happy you're here.
Being none, roll call.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen.
All right,
Okay,
Motion carried.
now you need a motion to approve the ordinance as amended.
Oh, gotcha.
Ah,
I guess.
yeah.
Okay.
I make a motion to approve the ordinance as amended.
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Brooks, second by Alderman Ray to amend the motion that
To
was,
approve the ordinance as amended.
yes. Okay, are there any questions on that one? Yeah. what do you say? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
all right.
Alderman Ray.
Aye.
Motion carried. 8-2, approval of authorization to sign letter of commitment and apply for IDNR coastal grant for shoreline and bluff stabilization.
Make a motion that we approve, 8-2 as presented, Mayor.
Moved by Alderman Allen,
Second.
second by Alderman Brooks, that 8-2 be passed as presented. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
All right,
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carried. 8-3, approval of extension of service agreement with Rantis for short-term rental compliance software in the amount of $6,146.
make a motion that we approve 8-3 as presented.
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Jackson, that 8-3 be passed as presented. Are there any questions? Do you have something you want to put out?
Just really briefly, this is the compliance software that goes hand in hand with the short-term rental ordinance. So this software will enable staff to be able to scan all the popular short-term rental websites to do compliance check and reach out to those property owners so that we can ensure that they comply with the newly adopted ordinance.
Thank you. Hearing no other questions, roll call?
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
All right,
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Motion carried. 8-4, approval of contract award to M.E. Simpson Company Incorporated for fiscal year 2027 system-wide leak detection service, base bid and alternate A, not in a not to exceed amount of $93,375.
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Allen.
make a motion that we approve 8-4 as presented, not to exceed 93,000.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Brooks, that 8-4 be passed as presented. Are there any questions?
Question, can you have Steve let the general public know what this is
Yes,
all about?
That's what I was gonna say too.
Steve, it's all yours.
Good evening. This is actually a cool project. We get to use technology. We're gonna do system-wide leak detection. They're gonna go out and install some listening devices that, for lack of a better word, they're a puck that we're gonna attach to either the water valves or the water main itself. They'll leave that puck in place. It'll record information that what it's hearing. Then they're gonna bring it back and then they're gonna use AI to analyze what they've heard and recorded. These pucks will be moved throughout the city. We're actually gonna do all the private water mains throughout the city as well as the public water mains. So we can better identify where leaks. And then the second part of it is when we analyze that information, it's also gonna allow us to identify the leaks better, but also it's gonna rate using AI and how fast the sound is traveling through the pipes and so forth to better identify water mains for replacement and try to give us a better order. Because as of right now, when we get a block where we're getting a lot of breaks, then we end up replacing it. So we're trying to become more proactive.
Will this help also, monitor any of our meters?
No,
No? So we still have to
meter replacements
meter
separate.
replacements in that respect, okay. No problem. All right, any other questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Oh, she got one.
Oh, I'm sorry,
So this is
gotta move
to,
quick.
I did, you had your head down. This is to let you know if there is a break.
Correct.
Correct.
And it's gonna, when it analyzes the sound, because the pucks will be in place for sometimes 48 hours, sometimes a week as they move them around. It's gonna analyze all that sound and so during the day you have higher usage and at night it's quiet. There's a low flow usage just from manufacturing essentially, because how many people are doing laundry at 2 a.m. or taking showers? They're not really. So this will help analyze the sound, identify the leaks, and by traveling the sound waves through the pipe and through the material, will identify what pieces of pipe are bad and give us an idea of where future breaks which streets that we really need to focus on for water main replacement versus which ones are really sound and we don't have to worry about.
Very good. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Allen,
Aye.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried. 8-5, approval to waive competitive bidding and solicit proposals from select contractors to complete the Wallace Avenue Emergency Water Main Replacement Project.
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman Allen.
make a motion that we approve 8-5 as presented.
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Ray, that 8-5 be passed as presented. Are there any questions?
Question,
Alderman Jackson.
why are we asking for a waiver of the competitive bidding process?
Steve.
We are seeking bids for the project. It is an emergency water main replacement on Wallace Avenue. This is the segment of water main that we've had 8 breaks and I believe we have a current leak out there as well, a small leak. We've quickly thrown together a set of drawings to get it out for bid. We're gonna have unit prices and bids. We just don't want to open it up to everybody and anybody.
So basically, we're going out to contractors that are reputable in our community that have done work and ask for their bid process.
I
Correct.
just wanna make sure that.
It's competitive.
I just wanna make sure it's understood that we're not just giving. it
Just
to
waiving,
someone.
yes, right.
That's.
Mayor, can I ask one question? And
Alderman,
Steve, is there a time affected in this too by,
We're trying to get it done before the end of this year, or at
Right.
least all the water main replaced and everything temporarily patched. The sidewalks and driveways will probably be in the spring.
okay, thank you.
are there any other questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Great minds think alike, okay.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy,
Right.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen.
All right,
Motion carried. City bills,
Mayor Rockingham,
Alderman
make a
Allen.
motion to pay the city bills and one special added together was $2,054,523.10 when funds come available.
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Jackson, that city bills be passed as presented. You said also with the special?
Yeah, with the special,
With the special.
$2,054,523.10.
Okay, are there any questions on the city bills? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
Aye,
Alderman Ray.
Aye.
Motion carried. We do have executive session. I'd like to entertain a motion to go into executive session under 5 ILCS 120-2C11 litigation.
So moved.
second,
Been moved by Alderman Jackson, second by Alderman Brooke, that the city council go into executive session. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson,
Aye.
Alderman Allen,
aye.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks. Alderman Murphy.
Aye.
Motion carried. To the audience, we are going into executive session. Hopefully it will not be too long. And then we'll be out to, finish the wrap up our city council meeting and then go into committees right after that. So, we are going into executive session at this time.
Cynthia.
Needs to see it. All right, I'd like to, reopen. Okay, okay. Okay. All right, I'd like to open up our reopen the city council meeting. Could I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Murphy, seconded by Alderman Brooks, that we reopen our city council. Roll call.
Jackson,
Present.
Alderman Allen,
Here.
Alderman Ray,
Here.
Alderman Murphy,
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Present.
All right, we have one item, 10-1, approval of funds for continued remediation of Sheridan Crossing in the amount not to exceed 1.75 million.
So moved.
It's been moved by
Second.
Alderman Allen, second by
Second.
who?
I seconded already.
Alderman Brooks. Are there any questions? Hearing none, roll call.
Alderman Allen,
Aye.
Alderman Ray,
Aye.
Alderman Murphy,
Aye.
Alderman Brooks,
Aye.
Alderman Jackson.
Aye.
Motion carried. Miscellaneous business, anything under miscellaneous business?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Brooks.
I just want to make a comment to assure the people of some things. There's a lot of talk going around the different communities about flock cameras and their concerns and so on. So if it's okay, I would just like to ask Chief Laz just to come up and just speak to the community about how we're using our flock cameras. Thank you, sir.
So some of the issues with the flock camera stemmed from some municipality down southern Illinois used the cameras and shared their information with ICE. That is not, again, that is not allowed under the law. We cannot share that kind of information with ICE. So it kind of sparked a debate about what municipalities are using their flock cameras for. I think flock cameras are, not only flock, but all ALPRs are a great asset to law enforcement. We only use it when there's a need and we view at historical data. It has helped us solve some very serious crimes here in the city of North Chicago, including murders and shootings. Invaluable asset as long as they're used correctly. I think what's going on right now in the legislature, as far as what the Illinois chiefs are talking with our legislators down in Springfield, is about putting some tighter restraints on the use of the flock. And the chiefs have agreed that maybe up to and including some audits to be conducted in the future. But great asset, as long as they're used properly. I can assure you that our department is using them properly, and if anybody is found to be using them improperly, we will take the proper discipline and deal with them.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And that's the only reason why I did that, just to assure the people that North Chicago is using them properly. Thank you for letting me put you on the spot. Thank you for that. There are a lot of people are talking. I see a lot of social media. Somebody even jumped on my Alderman page talking about flock cameras and stuff like that. And just want people to know that we are using them the right way. And if we weren't, and as you can see by Chief Laz, if we are not using them in the right way, I hope I speak for the council that we would, take into action about that if we're not using them the right way. So thank you again for letting me put you on the spot and speaking on that. That's all I have.
And I'll piggyback on that, and on Chief Perez. We've had incidents here within the city of North Chicago, and if it weren't for those cameras, we would still have unresolved crime that is out there. But because of those cameras, that we are able to, monitor with technology that we have put in place, between our flock cameras, our shot spotter, and our cameras that we have out there. These are technologies that we are using to deter crime. And that is just one of the tools in our tool box one of the things that I was gonna mention today is that, we're gonna be putting up our first drone, for safety. And again, drones can be utilized for that safety. We're in the process of doing the electrical work, here on our roof to house that drone. It is a grant that we've received, for $150,000 through DECO. And these drones will be able to be operated, whether it's through, police or fire, to do incidents in regards to, responding to ShotSpotter. So if ShotSpotters go off, it initiates the drone, we get somebody to fly it, it can go straight to where that incident happened and possibly help detect who did the shooting or what shooting is going on. Plus, it also is a tool in that toolbox. If that officer is responding to a site, there's eyes now on that area to also protect that officer in regards to, if they still see shooters in the area, that officer now knows that there's still shooters in the area. So that officer can be safe also. So that technology is utilized. And I think that, though there has been some communities or places that has used them in the improper way, City of North Chicago, that is not, we will not accept that, and we will not allow that, to move forward. So just want to let you know. Anyone else?
Mayor,
Alderman Jackson.
hopefully I'm not stealing anything that you were gonna say, so.
You probably will, but that's okay.
Okay, anyway, I would like to let the residents know that in Lake County District 9, that we now have a new district commissioner, board member, and his name is Brandon X. Ewing. And he got sworn in last Tuesday to fill the spot of the Honorable Mary Ross Cunningham. As he knows, he's got big shoes to fill, but his thing and his commitment in his speech was he wants to serve the residents of Lake County, not just North Chicago, but Lake County. But we all know primarily he's looking to help out Lake County, Waukegan, which is his district. So if you get a chance to go online or if you see him, please congratulate him. I'm hoping somewhere down the road in the near future to meet with him to discuss some things that may be going on or need to be happening and to get his support. So I just want to make sure that that is mentioned and that we do have a person in place. And I think he'll do a yeoman's job at the position that he's been appointed to.
Very good. Thank you. And no, you
Go
didn't
ahead.
steal it, but I appreciate that because I think he will do an excellent job on the county board and also in support of the city of North Chicago. Anyone else?
I have one more, I'm sorry.
Alderman Brooks.
Because he's not here, and I know he would say it if he was here, Alderman Carl Evans, he is having a township meeting on Saturday, August 29th from 11 to 1 p.m. He will have, let's see here, informative and engaging session with tax assessors from Waukegan and Shields Township. So you want answers to your questions about the township, Saturday, August 29th from 11 to 1 o'clock. Alderman Carl Evans will be holding that meeting.
Here at City Hall.
Here at City Hall.
Okay. All right. Anything else? I do have a couple of things I do want to make the citizens aware and council also, if they're not. First, kind of a legislative achievement. We finally got the quick take signed. Governor Pritzker signed our quick take out there for 41 to be able to negotiate our agreement with through Full Moon and to get that easement put through. So I do want to thank our legislators, Senator Johnson, Representative Mayfield, our lobbyists and staff for the hard work that they did in order to get that quick take pushed through. That's something that, you know, would have taken, several years to get through. But because of their effort and their opportunity to push it through Springfield, we've got that taken care of, and Governor Pritzker did sign that. The next thing is, Prairie View Apartments. I thought you would light up. Just real quick, they received all their permitting, process. They're in the process of, through IDHA and HUD, they're gonna receive $25 million to do renovations at Prairie View. So, that's in the process. They have gotten all of their permitting through. So, you know, rehabbing of the buildings, paving. I think they mentioned possibly putting up a new fence, around the property. So, hopefully you'll start to see that as that, permitting and that, investment starts up. So, you know, that's gonna be a welcome sight for our community. And, I think I mentioned the drones, and then, last but not least, we had National Night Out, on couple of weeks ago. Excellent event. You know, thank you all for coming out that were able to attend. We made 3 stops throughout the city of North Chicago, and all were received warmly. You know, we gave out hot dogs, we had dunk tanks, we had face painting, T-shirts giveaway, great event. And I know that, residents and the children alike enjoyed it. So, great job, everybody, for, all they did in regards to that. And thank you, Chief Perez, for, helping to put that together. So those are the things I had on my agenda. So, with that, oh, Cynthia, did you have something to say? Yeah, come on. 1977. You're welcome, yeah. Oh, hit the mic. I think it's not on.
Okay,
There you go.
okay, great. Thank you, Mayor. I am Cynthia Jackson, and on behalf of the class of 1976, which is after the mayor was graduated. We just want to say thank you for the resolution. We do appreciate it. We do have a lot of people that'll be coming back to the community. It is Labor Day weekend. They're going to be excited about the resolution. We're visiting the high school. And then we're doing a lot of activities throughout the community. I will tell you that on Sunday, we're gonna have breakfast at Mia's on Green Bay Road. So we are spending our dollars here in the city of North Chicago. So I just wanted to thank you as well as all of the aldermen for the resolution. It's a blessing to still be able to be here 50 years later. And so on behalf of the class of 76, myself and Alderman Jackson, who was the treasurer in 1976 of our class, we want to say thank you to you, the mayor, as well as the city, as well as the citizens of North Chicago. So thank you so much.
Well, and I hope you guys have a great time.
That's the plan.
That's right, I know. All right. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Brooke, that the city council stand adjourned. Are there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. Real quick, committee as a whole, is there anything under committee as a whole that we need to open up for? Everyone should have a report. So if not, we can move forward on Public Works. All right, moving forward on Public Works.
Alderman Murphy?
Oh, I beg your pardon. I would like to open the Public Works Committee meeting. Roll call, please.
Alderman Jackson,
Present.
Alderman Coleman, Alderman Evans, Alderman Allen,
Here.
Alderman Ray,
Here,
Alderman Murphy,
Present.
Alderman Brooks.
Present.
Okay, we have, oh, thank you, 4 items on the agenda. We'll start with the first discussion to authorize advertising for bid of repair or replacement of one backwash pump. And I believe is that going to be Bob or Steve? Bob?
Yep.
Bob.
We have, as you see, there's 2. We're asking to go out to bids for 2. The first one, the backwash pump, we took quotes and it comes in well excess of $20,000. Our initial quotes were $36,000 to repair, $37,000 to replace. That was the high. And we got second quote of $24,900 to repair and $26,250 to replace. So we will go out to seal bids and see if we can get some more interest in that.
Okay, and then that's in conjunction with item 2, discussion to authorize advertising for bid of the complete refurbishment of motor and pump for one AbbVie raw water pump? Are those going to be handled together?
Item 2, same thing.
Okay.
Quite a bit more, because we are rebuilding not only the motor, but the pump as well. We have 4 raw water pumps for AbbVie. We have rebuilt 3 of them. We have 1 remaining. And quotes we got on that so far are 138,420 is the low quote, 176 in the middle, and 254 on the high end. So we have found some additional companies out there. 138 is actually not a bad price. The last time we had this done 2 years ago, we paid about 130. So that's really not too much of an increase considering what's gone on around us. So we'll get
Hey, are there any? Yeah.
We'll get those out to quote as soon as possible and bring you back whatever we have.
Any questions?
I have a question on.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Bob, just so I'm clear, the first item.
The backwash pump?
Huh? Yes, the backwash pump. You gave numbers to price wise, or is this going out to bid? And
These are
don't
just
matter.
quotes. We'll have to go out to bid, right?
Okay, because I don't have it on my.
The yes.
numbers, and that's my concern is, were we going out to bid, or are these numbers that you got back?
No, I'm asking to go out to bid.
Okay.
These are quotes. We'll see if we could do a little better, but I wanted to see where we were at.
Okay.
And obviously they're in excess of 20,000 and I'd like to follow policy and go out to bid.
Yeah, because I don't see any numbers other than the request for council action. Did I miss something? Or this was a separate memo? That, okay, well.
And you'll see that the price of repair and replacement was $1,000 difference. Apparently, if we choose, when we get the prices in, if we choose to go to replacement, it's a 7-month wait time to get the pump. So probably when we get the prices in, we'll look at rebuilding instead of replacing. The 7 months, just a little too long to wait.
Okay.
Any other questions? If not, we'll move on to item 3. Okay, item 3 is discussion to authorize advertising for bid the Broadway Avenue lead service line and water main replacement.
Good evening.
Evening.
As part of the Argonne Drive reconstruction project, we're replacing the water main on Broadway from basically Sheridan Road going all the way up to Glen Avenue. And that's what this project is. We're seeking to go out to publicly, competitively bid the project. We do have grant funding that we have secured for a majority of this project. It is a planned project. So far today, we have 1.592 million in funding from Senator Durbin and Congressman Schneider. We received an additional $740,000 in DECO funding from Senator Johnson as well. We've received all our approvals from actually DCOE. They've been the hardest one to work with. But we've finally gotten all their approvals. We're ready to go out to bid. Our goal is to turn around and replace the water main and lead service lines to all the houses on that stretch of roadway before the Argonne Drive project starts up in the spring. And with that, I'd like your permission to go out to bid.
Quick question.
Okay,
Alderman Murphy, yeah.
yes, please go ahead.
So, this is a water line replacement, but we're also be gonna do the sewer line? Down Broadway also?
We have just some spot repairs. There's a couple segments of bad sewer that's also included in there. Yes.
But
We-
from the retention basin, I know it's another project, is that?
That's the north or west end of Broadway.
So once that's all completed, are they gonna just resurface all of Broadway at that point?
Broadway west of like where Argonne ties in, where we've coordinated between the two sets of drawings between Civil Tech and what we're doing. And so that everything on the west of that new roadway where it ties in is gonna be resurfaced, reconstructed and so forth. New curb and gutter on that western portion. Everything on that eastern portion of Broadway, we're just patching our trenches for the water main because starting in summer of next year, it's gonna be 100% removed and replaced. All new storm sewer, all new sidewalks, all new landscaping, everything.
Okay.
But we've coordinated between the two projects.
All right, then, actually for, we want to go forward to advertise the bid. Are each of these items, I'm just checking to make sure, will these need to move to our next regular agenda so that we can vote on approving all of the bids to go out, or we can just get this ball rolling from here and then we'll review bids as they come in?
The next time I bring the project forth to you is when we have the bids.
Okay, all right, I just wanted to double check. I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Thank you. And then, item number 4, discussion approval of change order number 1 to the contract with Campanella and Sons, Inc. for the Lewis Avenue Detention Basin Phase 2 project in a not to exceed amount of $230,000.
So on Lewis Avenue Phase 2 is where we're removing the existing storm sewer and we're upsizing it so we can create more capacity in the storm sewer pipes on the upstream and downstream portions, but mainly on the upstream portion, sorry. And in doing so, when we bid the project out, we had in there for pipe removal and disposal. Well, it turns out that the pipe that's in the ground, and to date, I've never seen this before, because you have 24-inch asbestos pipe that's in the ground.
Asbestos pipe.
Yep.
Wow.
So we didn't. Murphy.
So.
Yes, please go ahead.
Go ahead, Steve.
So it came to light that the pipe in there is indeed asbestos. We looked at a couple different options. One option was, okay, let's leave it in place and let it continue to function, and we'll design and put in a new water main, like another 24-inch line in the street, and go that route and see. And although we can make it work, it ended up being a little bit more expensive, believe it or not, than because we end up putting it in the road and we end up having to replace and repave all the streets with it. And it became, and it was expensive. If we go the other route and just stick to our original design, well, number one, when you really sit down and think about it, we have a problem. We have asbestos pipe that's in the ground. It's not disturbed, it's not hurting anything, but we're burying a problem. We're leaving a known problem there. And when you compare the costs and the pros and cons of each, it's just better to remove it, put in the new upsized pipe, which will be concrete pipe, and be done with it. And that's what we're here to propose. We received a quote from Campanella, which I thought was pretty reasonable, $230,000.
Okay, and then
And-
other, yeah,
The grant covers it.
Okay.
So,
Now you talk.
Okay.
I
Okay.
forgot, that was the most important part.
Yeah.
So, overall, the city received 5.5 million in funding for storm sewer improvements. The phase one project is coming in under budget. So that money's being rolled over to cover that we can put towards the phase two portion. And so right now, as of right now, we have 3.3 million that we can turn around and spend on the phase two. And with the change order, we're gonna come in at 3.25 million, so we still have about $60,000 remaining in the county contingency for any other additional things that pop up during construction. So we're still under budget. And the grant covers it.
Yeah.
Murphy,
yes, please go ahead.
Steve, you said that pipe, you didn't know that, it didn't show in your print that was asbestos in there? Are you,
It did not.
how can you foresee down the road if some other,
Well,
just curious.
so it's the city atlases call all the pipe concrete pipe.
They do.
And when we went out there and I'll be honest with you, I'm used to seeing asbestos pipe. It's usually smaller pipe, like 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch pipe for water main. I've never seen a 24-inch, 12-inch, the size pipe that we have out there used, period, as storm sewer pipe. And it was pretty perplexing. Why do we have asbestos pipe here?
Mhm.
So in researching that, we had the kids Google it and figure it out, and it turns out that it's made next door, John's Mansville. And as we look at it, what's the next project that we're doing that has a lot of storm sewer pipe removal and replacement? Argonne Drive,
Mhm.
from Green Bay Road all the way down to
Sure.
Sheridan Road. We're ripping out all the storm sewer pipe and replacing that. So we're scrambling right now to go through that and make sure to
Right.
identify if we have asbestos in there.
Mhm.
So then we can have it updated and included as part of the bid of the project.
Thank you.
So
That's a big project. Yeah, all right.
John Manville. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I,
years that company, was out there putting in
Yeah,
pipes and
they
whatever,
did.
and that's asbestos.
Transite pipe?
well, my guess is that because you were so close to it, that somebody got it on sale.
Got a good price on it.
Alderman Murphy, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Is related to obviously the detention basin. Steve, from the public safety side, I have concerns that because there's no fencing, that somebody's gonna walk into that area and wind up drowning if it is water. Is there any time frame where there's gonna be any security around maybe that basin? Because, obviously with the heavy rains and when I drive by, I obviously see the standing water there in the basin doing what it's supposed to do. But what if you get someone intoxicated that don't know that that area has been dug up and from the public safety side, I have a concern with that. And I don't know if it's something we can do or something we talk about offline, but that to me is a major concern. Not trying to put you on the spot, but I'm just trying to, is there anything we could?
The current design standards for a dry basin, we did not want a wet basin bottom. Wet basin bottoms require a 10-foot safety shelf underwater. You have a dry detention basin bottom, you have 4-to-1 side slopes going down, which are, somebody can walk up and down very easily. So if somebody falls in the water, they can climb out. The depth of the water in the basin, I believe, is only 5 feet at the steepest point. So it's not super deep. A younger kid would be more of a concern. But most importantly, the water, as if anybody has seen it, fills up and within 24 hours, it drains down.
But if you're intoxicated and don't know that that basin is there, it could be a problem. Potential. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I drive by it enough that I look and I see the water and it keeps bothering me.
It's up to you guys. To me, it's an aesthetically. We're gonna have it planted. We're gonna have some really nice vegetation out there. It's gonna take about 3 years for it to really mature and grow and to look like something special. But the goal was to be able to mow paths down there because the water bounces, goes up and goes down. So the plantings that we're putting out there are designed to live underwater for that period of time and survive through it. And so that way we can mow some paths where the school, they can take their science classes or biology classes and go out there and go through the basin. That was something we talked with Dr. Price before. If you want a fence around it, we can always install a fence around it.
I'm just, Steve, a question. With the plantings, doesn't that create, at least to some degree, some kind of natural barrier? Once it matures, I realize that things have to grow, but wouldn't that create at least a little bit of a buffer or a perimeter? That would be a natural, like a natural barrier to somebody, I'm gonna say entirely accidentally, just like stumbling into it.
The plantings will be between 3 and 5 feet tall.
Okay. I think that helps. I realize we have to wait for them to grow, but
Your current ordinances don't require a fence around it. But that's something, if that's what the council wants, we can always add.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, Alderman Allen?
Yeah, I just want to know, like I said, I know you in public safety, you always got to think about safety first, because we had to put a fence around over at Brookstone, didn't we, over that
But
pond?
that is always full. That's
A retention pond is different because there's always water in a retention pond. It may vary how deep, but there's always water in a retention pond. A detention pond theoretically goes dry,
Yeah, but
and then there is no more standing water at all.
it's always a possibility, I'm just telling you, it's always a possibility, I'm just telling you. We can always wait.
Let's see what, as we start to, how that matures and see, if we do start to see people hanging at it, Now, there's gonna be people around it when it's dry anyway, but I'm
Right.
just, when it's wet, we're gonna, give that opportunity. But I understand and well noted that there is a concern that could be.
It's pitch black out there. You don't see anything and you could be, something. I mean, I know we don't have any lights out there. I'm just saying it's a public safety concern of mine. So I made my point.
Thank you.
Alderman Murphy.
Okay, any other questions? I'm having a little trouble hearing, so bear with me.
Yes, Alderman Murphy.
Oh, yeah, please, go ahead.
How far does this put us back with finishing the detention pond, replacing the asbestos pipe? Will we still be on track?
It'll, well, our goal is to try to get everything completed this year, but it's probably gonna push this back into being completed in the spring.
I got a question, Alderman Murphy.
Yeah, go ahead, Alderman Ray.
You said it's grant money. Is it all grant money? Cause I know some grant money, we still have to put up some money. So is this all grant money?
Correct.
I just wanted to know.
Right.
I just wanted to know.
Good question.
I'm sorry, were there any other questions or comments?
No, not for me.
Okay, well then let's move this forward to our next meeting. And then I'm not actually sure if Bob is still there and I was remiss. I should have said something right away. I just wanted to thank Bob and the entire Public Works Department. A pretty big stretch of Waukegan Road here was without water yesterday. It affected Deer Valley, it affected Stratford, Hamptons, Forest Point, I believe also. And I just want to say thank you to Bob and thank you to the crews for continuing to work to get our water restored last night. It did take a while, and I think they worked into the night, but by around, I think it might have been around 11 o'clock or between 11 and about midnight, our water was back up. And if Bob isn't still there, I'll say a personal thank you, but I wanted to say thank you for doing that and getting us back up and running. Thank you. Okay, if there are no other questions or comments, I'd like to entertain a motion to close the Public Works Committee meeting.
So move.
Second,
So moved by Alderman Allen, was that seconded by Alderman Brooks?
yes.
Okay, thank you. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. Public Works Committee meeting is closed, and good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Murphy.